your son is driving. You're the dad. What is that relationship like? Are you bickering at each other? Do you needle each other sometimes?
Like you said, I kind of had to cut it on my own and just figure things out, and a lot of doing the wrong things to figure it out. And I feel like I'm that dad that, man, I push him hard. Him and his younger brother, Caden. I push the boys hard, but it's I push them hard because I know they have the ability and the talent, to succeed. And it's just us working on the stuff. So we take a lot of pride in bringing our own stuff to the racetrack, and performing together. It's tough, but there's several times on the truck ride home where I'm like, you know what, I rode you pretty hard, dude, and I say things in the heat of the battle, and only just because I'm competitive, I want to win, and I know you can do it. So I don't know. That's my perspective. I'm sure he's got a little bit different.
Do you ever sit back and you go, shit, I forget we're supposed to be having fun at this.
And they're at 14, 15-year-old kids. You got to remember, like, okay, this is the first time we've been to this track or whatever the situation, and and I think back to when I was 15, 16 years old. Heck, I didn't know what a wedge was, or what I mean, and I'm expecting these guys to tell me what the car is doing, what adjustments they want, and hit your line, and hit your marks and all this. So I push them hard and I ride them pretty hard, but for the most part they rise to the occasion and perform very well.
And Carson, you've been also working on the cars too. Mm-hmm. I mean, getting them together and everything. Really rare for kids nowadays.
Yeah,
it really is.
Absolutely.
So for you, what has helped you actually as far as working on it and then going to the track and driving it?
I think that's one of the main reasons that we're so good with how we are with our cars is I don't really need a crew chief. I don't really need a crew chief. With the late model stuff, I can kind of tell him what to do or what it needs, or he can help me decide on what it needs. Like I know if I need to raise the panel bar, I know if I need to take rounds out of the springs, to where I just think it's better.
That's why I want to speak on that. I've been super impressed with whether it's an outlaw kart, a micro sprint, a midget, the super late model. He's been able to, in all those diverse cars and disciplines of racing, he's been able to tell me or Mark Daly or Brad Nossinger, the guys that help us out, the car feels like it's doing this. I think we should, like you said, raise the panel bar. I feel like I need more right front shock or whatever. And I'm like, man, you're 17 years old, and the limited amount of laps he has, his feedback and knowledge of what the car does and how it's going to respond to those changes is incredible. So I think a great race car driver always makes a great crew chief. You know what I mean? So it's fun to work with him. It's fun to learn, just like we did yesterday. We banged through some changes, and there's times, yesterday he's like, I think we need to do X, Y, Z, and I'm like, man, I don't know. And sure enough, we do it, and he's going down the right track. So it's a lot of fun. I just love working with him and seeing him grow and develop.